Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have created one of the component as a feature product component, and here I also loaded some of the heading as a feature product, right? So now that is visible in here. And also, as I told you friend, I don't want to actually write down all that CSS code. Is very easy, all the CSS code, right? So if you already know a little bit the CSS, I hope it will be not hard for you. And also in our every lecture, okay, when this lecture will be completed, I will push this code to the GitHub, so you'll get all that code in here. You can see there is a card.css, so this is the card.css, that is all that our CSS. And also I have updated some of the background color, that is a typo.css, so all the typo.css code you will be get it from here. And also that is our another process for our feature product component. So into the feature product component I have done this step, right? So as I told you, for the every lecture after complete this video, I will actually push this code to the GitHub. So whatever the things I have done for this video, you will get all that step-by-step code in here. So I hope it will help you a lot. So if you don't want to write down it, then you can actually take it from to this position, which is totally fine. So now I want to do that is our feature product, and here as I told you friend, that will be one of the progressive web application. For the progressive web application, we have to also manage the responsive mode at a time. For the responsive mode, I want to do here, if you go to that our feature product, into the feature product, that is our row, and there have one of the column, right? Into this column area we have to set it. We have to set it what exactly it should be displayed into the large skin or extra large, the medium skin or the small skin. So if you will also get it if you go to that React official site, and if you go to that layouts, so into the layout you will also get it. Like here you can see there is a large, there is our large for the, in short it's write down as a LZ. There is a medium, there is a SM, that means the small, and then there is a XL for the extra large, and for the extra is small. Okay, so you can actually divide it all the things with this. So I want to do to divide it all that column. So I hope you already know that Bootstrap. So into the Bootstrap, every column they have the 12 column, right? So now we have to segment it. Like here, first of all, I want to do for the extra large. For the extra large, I want to do to make it as a divided by the 2. So then that will be actually display the 2, and then also for the large, for the large skin, I want to make it as a also as a 2. Okay, I make it as a 2, and then for the small. For the small, I want to distinguish with the 4. That means the 4 and 4 and 4. That means 3 will be displayed, right? And also for the extra, that means the extra small. For the extra small, I want to make it as a 6. That means the 6 by 6 is equal to 2. That means 6 by 6 is equal to 2. That means in our extra small skin, it should be displayed as a 2 column. 6 by 6 is equal to 12 column. That means it should be displayed 2 product, right? Here, that is very easy. One of the column segmentation, I simply use it. For the extra large, it should be displayed as a 2 by 2. For the large skin, it should be displayed as a 2. And for the medium, that the small skin, it should be displayed as a 4 and then 6. And also I want to add that as a medium skin. So for the medium skin, that will be as a MD. Okay, for the medium skin, I want to make it also as a 2. Okay, so then that will be actually better. So when I will also show you why I'm actually using it, which is totally fine. So now I simply updated it. Okay, perfect. And here into this column position, I want to load one of the card. If you go to that React Bootstrap, into the React Bootstrap, if you go to that components, from to the component, I want to take one of the cards. So if you go to that cards, like this type of one of the cards. Okay, so now I want to actually take this card. So if you want to take it, better I have to copy this total card. Okay, I copy this total card, and then in our this project, so into this column area, so better I want to make it a little bit left side with you pressing that shift tab, and that will be into the left position. Into this column area, I want to paste it. Okay, so that is actually our card. When you use that card, so that will be also counts from which place? It should be counts from the React Bootstrap, right? So for the reasons I want to also take it before I take that container row, the column, it also counts from the React Bootstrap. Card also should be counts from the React Bootstrap. For the reasons here, I simply load it, which is totally fine. Make that sure you load this card. Okay, so that is a card. So right now here we don't need this. I want to remove everything. Okay, I want to remove this card, and also there is a card title. We don't need this card title. The card text, I want to remove this card text. I want to remove this button. Okay, so I want to make it as a clean. And also there is a card, there is a card image. I don't want to use this. I want to remove it. So that will be card, and the card body will be needed. So there is a card body. Perfect. Okay, so that is our card body. So into this card body, I have also created some of the CSS. If you go to that card, so I name it some of the CSS. You can see there is some of the CSS. I name it as a card, and there's a card hover, and the image box, and into this image area I have used some of the animation. So there is a margin, there is a image box. So for the image box here, you can see I use some of the transform. So into the transform, when it will be hovered, then our transform will be 1.1. That means it will be little zooming. Okay, I'm actually using very basic some of the transform. So now let's check this out. If you now go to our product, that means the feature product. Into the feature product area, there is our card, right? So into the card area, I want to take one of the class name. So I want to use that class name here. Okay, I want to use it. I have already created this class name. If you go to that card, into the card area, I name it as a image box. Okay, now I want to copy it. So I want to use this class as a image box, because here I want to load one of the image. So that is a card box, which is totally fine. And then I want to use that image, one of the tag. I want to close this image tag, and here I want to use that src. Okay, so you can actually take it from your computer. That means in our public, if you want to add some of the asset into the public area, so that is our public images, you can actually add it. So I will also do the things later. Right now I want to take some of the direct link, because every data will be dynamic. So first of all, for the design section, I want to add some of the direct link. Laterally every data will be comes from our database, because we have to also make it as a dynamic, right? If you go from to the mobile, okay, I want to from to the Flipkart, I want to actually take some of the picture from here. Like here there is a readme. I want to do, there is a readme phone, and then I want to take some of the another phone. Like here there is so many product. You can see they have so many product. There is a readme. There is also another one, a realme. So I want to take also this one, and there is all that. Wow, is actually an iPhone. I'm actually I want to find out some of the iPhone. So like there is all that phone, right? And also there is another phone. I want to take this one also. I want to take this one also. Okay, now let's check this out. So as I told you, from I want to copy that image. If you open it, so from to this position, I want to take it. There is an image, copy image address. Okay, so now I want to use it. I copy it, and now here I paste it. Okay, so right now I'm actually, for education purpose, I'm using it. Laterally we'll actually get all the data from to the database, because our total side, that means our total e-commerce will be total dynamic, right? So everything will manage it from our backend. So right now simply I loaded one of the images. First of all, I want to complete our design portion, then we'll actually work for our dynamic portion. So in our card body, so into the card body, that is actually our image name into the card, right? So there is the image box, and also here I want to load our another class as a card that I have created. I copy it, and also here I want to load our card. So there is a two class. One is the image box, another is the card. Okay, perfect. So now if you click as a save all, and now I want to check it first, click as a refresh. Perfect. You can see there is also one of the card, and then this image is visible. Okay, that means the product image is visible, which is totally fine. But here, that is our card. In here it's not center, right? That means this image is not into the center position. So here I want to add another class. If you go to the images, into the images area, I want to use another class. I name it as a class name. Okay, class name. And for this class name, I have already created on the class name, maybe in our card. You can see I have already created the center. So now I'm going to use that as a center, and also I put some of the white as a 50%, margin left auto, margin right auto, and display as a block. So now I want to use it as a center. So for the images, I want to use this as a center. Okay. So now if you click as a save all, and now if you go, now that image should be into the center position. Click as a refresh. Perfect. You can see now that is into the center position, which is very lucrative. I hope you like it very much. And also they have some of the transform. You can see it's now zooming. So that is the transform CSS I have write down for the images. So for the images, you can see there's the image box, and they have some of the transform scale as a 1. When it should be as a hover, then it should be it's little zooming as a 1.1. So for the reasons, you can see it's now little zooming, which is totally great, right? So also after that, I want to use some of the name. Here, if you go to that our feature product, into the feature product, there is a card body, right? So into the card body, I want to take on the paragraph. Okay, so here I take another paragraph, I close this paragraph, and here I want to load our name. That means this product name, right? Like now I want to use it, I copy it, and then here I paste it. So also for this I want to add some of the class name. Class name will be if you go to our card, into the card, there is a product, here there is our card, however, right? If you go to that our typo, maybe into the typos.css, here I have created some of the CSS. You can see perfect. So there is a product name on card. So now I want to call out this CSS. So there is they have some of the color, they have some of the font size, they have some of the font family, and then font weight. Very easy, some of the CSS code. So now for this one I want to use it. I copy it now in our feature product, and that is our name. Here I want to load out this class. Okay, friend. So I simply loaded this class, and also I want to take another one. I copy it for the display the prices. So here I want to display some of the price. So that will be as a price. Okay, price as a whatever the dollar you want to display. I make it as a 120. Okay, $120. This type of one of the price, and here also for this I have created another one as a price. That is a product price on card. Okay, I copy it. So now I want to load out this CSS, and here you can see also use some of the color as a red color, font size, and font family, and the font white. Easy, all that CSS code. So now I want to load it. So that will be as a product price on card. Okay, so now let's check this out. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go to this place, now click as a refresh. Perfect. You can see it's not perfect. So that is our image is visible, our name is visible, and then price is visible. So that is in our total that things into this card position. Perfect. Friend, here I want to add that multiple product, and then that will be better. Like that is actually our card, right? So to this card, I have used that image box. There is the two class, which is fine. I make that images into the center. There is another class. I load some of the direct link image, and then perfect. So there is our product on card on the CSS, another class. Perfect. So now I want to actually copy it. Okay, copy this total column. So that is actually the column is started from to this position, and that is our last column, right? And that is our row. So I want to take another column. Better I copy this column, and here I want to display 8 product. So that is our 1, then the 2, then the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I want to check it. Now click as a save all, and now if you go there, click as a refresh. Perfect. So there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So better I want to use it as a 6. So 2, I want to remove it. There is a 1 and there is a 2. Okay, I want to remove 2. Now that should be as a 6. Now click as a save all, and now refresh it, which is totally fine. And also here I want to load multiple there is mobile picture, like I have already used it. So now there is another one I want to take it. There is another one I want to take it. So for now, as I told you, that will be everything will be dynamic later. Right now, for education purpose, for making our this look beautiful, I want to load it. So I have, there is a first one, and then there is another one. I want to paste it, and then there is a name, this one I copy it, so that will be actually this name. Okay, I updated this name, which is totally fine. And then I want to take another one, so like this one I want to copy that image address, so that will be actually the image address, right? Just 3. I want to update that image address, which is totally fine. And then there is also another one, but I copy it, and here I want to take it. I copy that image address, and then that will be another image address. Okay, and also there is another one. I copy it, I open it, and now there is another image copy address. I want to use it, so there is another one, and also this one I want to use it. Okay, this one I want to use it. So better I copy that image address, and now here there is a last one. I want to use this image address. Perfect. Then click the save all. Now go to our side. Now refresh it. Perfect. You can see there is all that images is now perfectly visible, right, friend? Here, as I told you before, friend, here I'm actually using one of the fluid. If you go, like, there is a fluid. If you want to remove it, then what exactly it will look like, I show you, then everything will be more clear. Click as a save all, and now if you go, now click as a refresh, now you can see that is congested. So now that is not that full white. So when you use that as a full white, then that will be actually our total white. For the reasons here, I want to use it again as a fluid, as a true. And also I want to do the text center, which is totally fine, and that is our all that column. Okay, and that is all that column. Into the column position, I want to use the class name. Another one, I want to add some of the padding, so I make it as a class name, class, and the name. Class name I want to use it as a padding 1. Okay, I want to use as a padding 1. And also we have to do now update. There is a column. Okay, and there is a column, and also laterally we'll actually get all the data from to the database, right? And for the when we want to get that data from to the database, then also here we have to pass one of the key. There's 1 by 1 it should be display. So I want to also pass one of the key value. Okay, there is a key value, so that will be needed later. So right now I want to update that part, so I want to pass one of the key as a 1. Okay, so now I want to update this column, because also we have to update it in our every column position. So that is our another column I updated, another one I updated, there is another one. Okay, so that is I use some of the, there is a padding as a 1, fine, and there is another one, fine. Okay, now click as a save all. Now go there, click as a refresh it again. So now you can see it's now totally full white. And also here I use some of the padding, so now this gap is little bit close, which is totally fine. It's now looking very great, right, friend? So there is a similar image. I want to use another image, like they have some of the another image I want to take, like this one. Okay, I want to use this one. Better I copy that image address, and then that is common in our second and third, so I want to use that, change that second one. So that is our first one, and then the second one I want to update this image. Now click as a save all. Now refresh. Perfect, it's updated. Friend, here we successfully complete our feature product, right? And also I want to check our responsive mode. Yes, you can see it's perfect. So that is our responsive. When it should be as a small screen, that will be as display as a 2 card, which is totally fine. Our 2 card is visible. When it should be little bigger, then it should be displayed as a 3. Great. And rather than it should be as a 6. Perfect. That means our total responsive mode is, you can see how much responsive. There is a 3, and there is another screen 2. Perfect. Okay, that means our this column ratio is also working for the extra large, the large, medium, small, and the extra small. Great. So in our next video, I want to discuss about another component. I want to create another design for the category that will be also in our home. I have already created this all that component. So now we have to design it. Okay, so how can do that work in our next video? I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.